The way that you'd prepare if you're about to run a marathon needs to be the way that you prepare for your next big talk. If you're about to run 24 miles, you'd probably do a few things. You'd warm up really well. You'd prepare yourself mentally for those moments where you feel like you've hit a wall and you want to give up. And then you'd warm down really comprehensively. And that's exactly what you need to do before you speak. Daniel Kahneman in Thinking Fast and Slow explores the effect of cortisol on our brain in moments of stress. And he found that our ability to think clearly and logically goes out of the window in those moments. It means that we need to prepare ourselves ahead of time so that we're really strengthened for such situations. And so before you speak, I'd recommend a couple of things. Firstly, warming up really well. Not many people warm up before they go on stage. In fact, they often warm up while they're already on stage speaking. And you see this really slow, painful amble into the beginning of their presentation. Warm-ups, in my opinion, should happen off stage rather than on it. And so I've put a link in the blurb of this video to a set of exercises put together by Stuart Bewley, director of Amplify, and they walk you through exercises that actors do before they go on stage. The next thing you can do is preparing for those wall moments where it feels like you've just hit a block and you can't move forward. Gary Klein calls this pre-mortem, where you sit down and write a list of everything you think could go wrong. However ridiculous it might be, if you jot it down and try and define it, then it gives you the opportunity to think of how you might prevent that happening and also repair it if it does happen to go wrong in the moment. And the third thing you can do is warm down or come down really well. Once you finish speaking, you'll probably have an adrenaline crash. And in the same way that our bodies become really inflamed after we've done a big run, I think our minds can become a bit inflamed too. Become really hyper analytical about how we did. We criticize ourselves really, really heavily. And in fact, what we probably need to do is just take a moment where you can, go to the bathroom and just breathe. Be kind to yourself and celebrate what you've just done. It was probably pretty impressive. When you're speaking in front of a crowd, it can sometimes feel physically or emotionally like you are running a marathon. So prepare yourself to run the race really well.